presentation of MESA's work. MESA has been a program, that's right, that's what it is called. MESA has been a program of mental health partners for the entirety of its 50 years. MESA is exceedingly grateful for the support they have received from MHP over the years, and I'd like to introduce one of the co-CEOs of Mental Health Partners to honor the past and current directors of MESA. Please welcome Jen Leosh.
Can you hear me okay? So MESA is the third oldest sexual violence resource center in the United States. MESA would not have been able to reach this milestone of 50 years without the courageous and strong leadership of its executive directors. We're pleased to honor the past executive directors and assistant director. Some can join this evening, and I'd like to welcome them up on stage. You can come to this door here. So come on up. So as some of these amazing women are joining us on stage, I have a few more important pieces around the history. In 1972, HARM, Humans Against Rape and Molestation, was formed by community members after an unspeakable crime. In 1973, HARM joined with members of the National Organization for Women and the Mental Health Center in Boulder County to form the Boulder County Rape Crisis Team. So some folks are here. Rona Rodkin served as the first executive director of the Boulder Rape Crisis Team from 1972 to 1986. Rona's not here with us. In 1984, Rona was recognized for her victim advocacy, and she spoke at the FBI National Symposium on Sexual Assault. Vanessa Kelly joined the team in 1979. Yeah, let's hear it. Has served as the executive director from 1987 to 1990. So Vanessa recalls a few of the biggest accomplishments, one which included that the organization produced a documentary called From Victim to Survivor, which was distributed nationwide and purchased by Filmmakers Library of New York. The Boulder County Rape Crisis Team was also instrumental in passing the marital rape bill in Colorado. Upon Vanessa's departure, over 80 volunteers had been trained and 3 paid staff positions were in place. Lee Allen served as the executive director from 1990 to 1994. Lee felt that she worked with the most incredible group of volunteers during her tenure. Claudia Vela. Claudia served as the assistant director from 1988 to 1993. She spoke of one of the biggest accomplishments was fighting to hold rapists accountable in Boulder County. They compiled all of the data on every reported sexual assault case for an entire year. Using that data, they wrote and published a report showing how few rapists received meaningful sentences. As a result of this work, the Boulder District Attorney's Office changed the way it prosecuted sexual assault cases. They also worked closely with staffers from the U.S. Senate Judiciary Committee, led by then Senator Joe Biden, to help get the Violence Against Women Act passed. Since the Senate staffers were having trouble gathering actual prosecution data, they provided their document to them, which they ended up quoting in their final report to support passage of this landmark legislation. Claudia says the best summary of her time at MESA is captured by this wonderful quote from Dostoevsky. And even if we are occupied with important things, even if we attain honor or fall into misfortune, still let us remember how we were together, united by a good and kind feeling, which made us better, perhaps, than we are. And then we have Carolyn French. Served as the executive director from 1994 to 1997. Carolyn remembers working very hard to have a strong, positive professional relationship with all of the county's law enforcement agencies and the district attorney's office. They started a monthly meeting with representatives from all the agencies and MESA to discuss cases, any issues, and share ideas for improved investigations, prosecutions, support for victims, and prevention. Those meetings were the precursor of the sexual assault review team meetings. Ann Hill and Nancy Kester served as co-executive directors from 1997 to 1998. In 1997, Boulder County launched its first sexual assault nurse examiner program to conduct forensics exams to collect DNA evidence. In 2001, the Boulder Rape Crisis Team became Moving to End Sexual Assault, MESA. Dr. Janine Dianaval has been the executive director since 1999, and we'll hear a bit more from her later in the program. What we'd like to do now, though, is over the past 50 years, MESA has had hundreds of volunteers and many staff supporting survivors on the hotline, at the hospital, at the police station, in the courtroom, and providing vital prevention education programming in our Boulder County middle and high schools and the community at large. This work would not be possible without them. We'd like to ask any current volunteers and staff or past who are here tonight to please stand so we can recognize you. We can't thank you all enough. This is amazing, amazing work that has happened in our community, and we're ready for another 50 years. Thanks, everybody.